All right, guys, super excited about this one today. I got Pete and Mike joining us from Glow, and they're going to walk us through Flora. Pete's been creating some crazy ass stuff. I haven't really played too much with the tool, but I'll let Pete take it from here. Show us
Yeah,
the
I mean,
ropes.
nothing crazy today, but just some cool techniques that are being floated around out there. I start to play with. I want to show you some contact grid extraction, creation, and extraction, and how to create a video that pieces all these together. All right, so basically, first, what I did was I created this grid. I had this character that I created in Nano Banana, a white rapper, because I'm created a rap song and I'm going to work on creating a music video. So
Do
took
you have a
my
hidden career that we don't know about?
maybe so I had fed it. Let me back out of here. There's a mess. I fed it this one picture of this guy who doesn't exist. Okay, I created a close-up shot from chest up of this rapper that I had from before, and then to create the contact grid, I said in a 3 by 3 grid, show me different angles of this scene, and it gives me this 9 picture grid. So now I wanted to animate between them. So what you do is first you need to extract these images out of this grid, and the way you do that is just simply use extract image 9. And what that's going to do is it's going to actually, it counts them from top to bottom right, top left to bottom right. So image 9 would be the one of him looking down.
Wait,
So
and it automatically figures out the contact grid every time. You don't have to like say this is a contact grid ordered like that. It just
I
knows.
just, yeah, just fed in. Here's the prompt, extract image 9.
Wow. Okay.
And then, okay,
Getting
so
smart.
so what I wanted it to do was I wanted it to start with, the aerial view looking down and then come down and pan over his head into this view. So basically, I want to go from this view to this view. So I extracted this image 2 here to get the two shots that I want to animate between. And then I used Cling 2.1 and I used the first and last frame. So I didn't even have to give it a prompt. You can give it a prompt if you want to change the camera orbit, camera motion, camera zoom, anything that you want to do from a camera movement standpoint, but it also works great just by not even prompting. So basically, if you see here, I have my first frame is the image of him looking down, and then the second frame is the image of him looking up. And now you can see how Kling animates between these two settings, these two frames.
Damn,
So
that's
now,
slick.
now I want to go from this view to the side view over here. So essentially now I'm using the last frame in this image as the first frame in this image. And then I
Mhm.
extracted this other image. So I extracted all my scenes as stills, as high res stills. And by the way, I did this at 4K. So when you do create a Nano Banana prompt, you can see over here. I don't know if you can see where my mouse is, but you want to do everything in 4K, at least so you have, good quality. But you can always upscale it later. But I find upscaling will sometimes creates weird looking like skin and things like that. So essentially, I have start, end frame, start, end frame, start, end frame of all these scenes. So this one's going from, looking at the camera to turning left. Now I use my left facing view as my first frame and this back view as my second frame for this one. So now he completes the turn. There's actually a color shift in extracting this. I didn't really feel like fixing it, so I just kept it. And then now I'm going to have him turn from left side to the right side. And now I have all these individual clips. And then I actually don't have the final edited clip. So when I was done with my 4 clips, I just brought them into After Effects, and then Premiere, and I just stacked them in front, on a timeline, and then export it as one movie, and then we have a really nice fluid scene of the camera panning down from his, the overhead shot into right into his face, and then you can see the camera orbit around him. So really cool, really pretty killer stuff there. Really simple to do. It takes no time.
Damn, that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
How'd you find out about all these contact sheets and everything? You just played with it, or you saw some post on it, or
Yeah, I mean, crypto Twitter, excuse me. AI Twitter is like my feed is all AI related content. So I kind of get all of the what's hot techniques, people sharing. That's really where all the bleeding edge stuff is coming out. Twitter and Reddit. The Comfy UI channel on Reddit is pretty powerful. ComfyUI is another powerful platform that I've been playing with, and I want to do demo some stuff in there, but I have to just spin up some run pod servers to get those GPU power. But that's where I find all these what's next, what's hot, what people are doing, techniques, styles, and things like that.
Sweet.
So isn't it odd though? You can't see the final clip result of all of this work until you take it piece by piece, put it into After Effects, and see this together, kind of clip, 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 old school way, like in a sense. So
Well, there are ways to one.
there's an agent for that.
No, you could, but you want to be able to edit it and do things too. But I mean,
Doesn't
I'm
it seem
sure
odd that Flora doesn't have an output for MP4 from like a series of clips? That just seems
you
bizarre.
could probably piece them together? But Flora is just a conduit to multiple models, right? And
Right.
it gives you a node-based visual workflow to kind of it's really helpful. Then you could do all this. I can go into Google Gemini and do the same thing by extracting the grid, but here you can actually see, when you look at it, you can actually see it's easy to visualize. Like, I'm extracting these two, and then I'm sending it over here to create the image, and then I'm using the last image as the first image for this video, right? And you can see how the pattern is there. So it's very easily to visualize the workflow, and as you're creating a scene or an edit, that this environment makes it super simple to kind of like keep track of like where you're at, organizing your clips. If you're doing a photo shoot and you had all these different product shots, you'd be able to easily visualize them all in one spot. But you could do this natively in Gemini and use Nano Banana, and then you can take those clips and have an account with Kling, and then bring those clips into Kling. But the beauty of Flora and all these node-based workflows, and there's more Floras out there now doing the same thing. It's just a better environment. But
Now,
I'm
for
sure.
The $1 million question: how much did this cost you? Just even this test? Do you have any idea?
No idea. I have to figure out what the cost per credit is using it. Nano Banana to create an image. Let's see if I want to create.
Funny you said they should have like that food model where like you could kind of select all of them and then just like see how many calories all of this would be if you ingested it. Calories being credits.
Yep.
How many burritos did this cost you?
Exactly.
Nano Banana in here. Why can't I see it? Where is it? Oh yeah, Pro, of course. You want to use. It's much better. It came out like maybe a month ago. That's 200 credits. So I don't know. I bought my Flora credits. I bought my Flora.
Jamie, what are the credits?
I bought my Flora credits accidentally on a annual plan, and I forget how many I got. In the bottom left corner here, I have 24,000 credit, 0.6 thousand credits left. 200 credits. I have a ton left, but I don't know what the cost per credit is without doing the math. It's been a while.
Well, I know it's like a 5 spot every time you want to generate a Sora thing in here.
No, the more expensive stuff though is like if I wanted to create a video and I wanted to use VO, or if I want to create a video from here, I'm just to see how many credits VO is. So I use Kling 2.1 Pro to do those, stitch those first frame, last frame together. That's 934 credits. But if you wanted to do, clips with audio, VO 3.1 is the best right now, although there's new models just were released this week that are rivaling that. I forget which one. It's not Sea Dream. I have to look it up. But this one's 4,200 credits. So I only have 24,000 credits left. If I would blow through that right now. And the problem is trial and error. Nothing is a one-shot. I mean, some things are. It depends on how picky you are. So if you're not one-shotting a prompt and not getting what you like, and you want to do that 10 times, that's 40,000 credits.
No, I mean, that one Nano Banana image is 0.08 cents. So, yeah, if you're, I mean, I was screwing around with Nano Banana and spent like $60, in VO 1.1 last weekend. So, yeah, it's expensive quick.
Totally. And especially when you want to sign up for another platform that's got something interesting or a new feature that's really cool. I have to go through all these subscriptions that I've tried and I just haven't canceled yet. But I'm definitely going to stick with Flora because I know that there's other services that are coming out in node-based workflows, but I haven't seen anything that rivals it really yet.
Nice. Well, you're going to build that agent to keep us all on top of it, right?
Yeah. So Mike, I was telling Jason I want to create an agent that's going to scour news sources for AI related news, breaking news, new product releases, new models that roll out, and it'll send us an email digest every morning with
There
links to
should be
these articles.
that
And
should
then
be a short digest.
no, but it'll be cool because then it'll give us content to discuss and figure out what we want to bring to the table here, whether it's a show and tell or just even just, hey, here's what's latest and greatest out there. Because it's what's new today is so old tomorrow. It's moving so fast and it's crazy. Can't keep up.
What are those maps called? What are those industry maps called that you put together? I would love to see one on AI right now.
Luma charts.
Yeah, I would love to see a Luma chart on AI right now. Boy, oh
That's
boy.
ridiculous. I bet.
I don't know if there's a sheet big enough.
I mean, these companies that are raising like $100 million are out of business next month, and it's just nuts. I don't know.